Hello and welcome to the main stage productions here at the Miskatonic Playhouse. I'm T.A. Newman, your host. My team and I will be bringing to life adventures using the 7th edition Call of Cthulhu role-playing game, which contains mature themes, cosmic horror, character death, and loss of sanity. Our mystery can be found in the Miskatonic repository, where people like you and me can write adventures for others to play. We'd like to thank Sirenscape, whose tools have provided the background sounds that you hear. And if you'd like to become a friend of the Playhouse, then please support us on Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse, where you can gain access to exclusive shows and content for as little as £1. But now it's time to pull back the curtain and roll the dice. Keeper, the stage is yours.
Welcome back to part 3 of Lost and Found, the railway scenario we're bringing to you from the UK Games Expo 2024. When we last left our investigators, 2 of them had just fallen into a hole, pulled in by somebody a little possessed. Let's pick up with them as they fall... No, let's pick up with the others as they watch their comrades disappear underground.
Do you want the stand roll now, or...?
Oh, I think a sanity roll was a good way to start. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice one, Hedge.
Call for more sanity rolls to do tonight.
33?
Fail.
Oh,
Fail. Anybody who failed, 1d6. Anybody who succeeded, 1d3.
Cool.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Four.
I rolled a 1, a d6.
You're a lost cause, Demoine. There's no need for you to roll anymore, let's face it.
Ooh, one up.
However, Borislaw, I think you have seen the pit of hell opened. You have seen where the demons lie. You know that you are the only one who can save them. I think in your indefinite insanity,
I am coming!
you jump in the hole.
I will save you!
Very Arnold Schwarzenegger there, isn't it?
The others,
Get to the chopper!
you do know that there is a staircase that will take you.
I mean, this is exactly what I was planning. Yes, I was going to say, shall we take the stairs?
Yes, let's not do what Borislav's doing. Let's just.
I've
take
got the
stairs.
fire extinguisher.
I have the cat.
Derringer, fire extinguisher, and cat. Go down the stairs in the opposite order. Cat, fire extinguisher, Derringer.
Very
Right.
sensible. Beatrice, Simon, you are lying on the floor of the Lost Property Office. Your fall was broken by a large rail of coats, so you're not going to take any damage from this. It's not too far a drop. But the Lost Property Office is in array. The walls of the office are coated in slime slick meat. But this meat, this goo, this visceral substance is dotted with hard patches of leather, with umbrellas, with fur coats. Anything of natural fibre or animal origin seems to have been absorbed into this flesh. And there, sitting at the end, is a mound of flesh. There, in the centre, is the face of Sidney Harcourt, his 2 eyes glassy and white, but there, bulging in the middle of his forehead, where that gash once was, is a large opaline crystal eye, staring unblinkingly at you. You see the mound of flesh as rat and animal and human and suitcase and fur coat are all amalgamated into one. And you see there the bald head of Dennis Dacre, Dr. Dennis Dacre, absorbed. You see the arms that once were Marjorie Yates, absorbed. You see the thin pencil moustache of Harry Onions, absorbed. You see everyone who has come into contact with this flesh. And Verity Ridley looks at you as you look at her and you look at it. She smiles. She cocks her head. She turns and she walks straight into this mound of roiling flesh. and in an instant, she is absorbed. Please roll me sanity.
Yeah, no problem.
Those two are everyone.
Oh, you'll see it as soon as you come in.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you'll get your turn. You'll get your turn.
47, Saturday.
Oh, you're not there yet.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. That was the first sanity failure of the night for me.
Oh,
That's
it's
not-
a doozy.
I bet it is.
For seeing this fleshy abomination, a success is 1d8 loss. A failure is 1d20 loss.
Oh, I was hoping not to get the D20
I'm not
out.
going down there.
Simon just rolled 8.
I'm just gonna drink the tea and custard creams. It's fine.
Why do you think I'm diving down there?
Well, yeah.
Oh, 3. Woohoo! I still have not lost a fifth of my sanity.
You're 8, Simon. Is that
I made it and I lost 8.
is that your hit your indefinite threshold yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I would like to punch it, to be honest.
Bout
if
of
that's
madness
okay
fire.
with you.
Oh, a phobia. Roll 1d4. The investigator develops a new permanent phobia.
Better not be cats. 2.
Mysophobia.
Oh.
Fear of contamination from perceived germs. The phobia manifests acutely for the next 1d10 rounds. If the source of the
Okay.
phobia is not present, the investigator imagines it is.
Okay, 8 rounds.
And you are seeing this pile of oozing flesh. I'll let you determine your thoughts on
Fantastic.
this.
Sorry, dear, I'm off. Simon looks at all this contamination, and he talks about plaque on teeth, and this is exactly what it is. It's a contamination of the real world, and it has particularly mouse bats in it. It's like, oh my god, rat-brella, and he starts to back away from it. If in his madness and try and reach for his wife to pull her away as well, he shall try and do that.
As you do so, the three remaining.
Because he's just gone,
Just
"Whoopee!"
Rat-brella.
As you do so, Borislaw lands cat-like on the floor. And from the stairs appear the other three. Those of you who are still sane, please roll me sanity for seeing this fleshy abomination.
Ooh.
That's
You
a
can.
fail.
Well, that's good news.
I failed, so that's a D20.
D8 if you pass.
What if one were to roll a critical success?
I will pass this over to the expert.
Oh, heavens.
I mean, technically it's a D8.
It is 1d8, but
I honestly can't remember.
Is the keeper going to be generous, though?
The thing is,
I think it's just the same.
it is kind of funny if you all go insane and my character doesn't.
go on then, lose one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I
generous.
think, yes,
Lose
let's
one,
do
Harland.
minimum, because that's more
Um,
dramatically storytelling.
Is, yes. The dice are telling us the story.
Yeah.
I lost 5 sanity points,
Those of you who lost more than that.
but I'm not. I'm not like fifth
Yeah,
on.
fifth.
But you're
So
fine.
I'm okay
Can
for
I
now.
have an
I'm okay
intelligence
for
roll,
now.
please?
Hmm?
Can I have an intelligence roll?
No,
please?
I'm not that far gone yet.
No, no, but you lost 5.
Oh, I lost 5 in
So
one go.
that's
Oh.
temporary, so you need to see, or it might
Right,
be a
okay,
temporary.
okay,
So
okay.
we have a bout of madness for Lady Honoria.
So
hysterics
intelligence
for 1d10
I have
rounds.
Failed
Oh.
my intelligence.
You are fine.
So a failure
Still
from
got the cat.
Lady Dahlia, you're fine. Dahlia Worthington. Hysterics for Lady Honoria. For 1d10 rounds, the investigator is overcome by uncontrollable laughter. Now, how does this laughter impact your actions now? I think there's a certain realization. I think those of you who succeeded, you realize that this is probably part of the curse that is recommended on the eye. Those of you who failed your sanity and gained your intelligence roll, you probably gather that that crystalline eye in the middle of its head, that's probably the eye of Alantan. What are your actions now?
Lady Honoria will attempt to dive for the eye, laughing with an almost joyful
You will know joy.
yes, you will.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, yeah,
Aye.
says the abomination with a lilting Dutch voice.
Oh dear. It had to be conscious, didn't it?
Can I try and shoot it as I dive?
You can try and shoot it as you dive.
Laughing, of course, while
Laughing.
this is happening. Oh yeah, I'm pretty good with my Derringer. That is a D8. Why am I even rolling that? That is a pass. Yeah, 54 under 75.
The bullet hits in, but almost as it does, the flesh parts and reabsorbs itself around as well. You hear an echoing tut. I would have expected better of you. Why must you try? You know you cannot defeat me. In this new form, I am but a god. All the plans that we had, naught compared to this. Together, join me, and you will know joy.
No, you will know joy.
No. Silence, all of you.
Can I unleash the contents of the fire extinguisher at it?
I think you can. However, you are a little further down the pecking
I
order.
am.
You had a gun out, so you were at the front, but I think you only had one shot in your gun.
Yes.
Okay, so we have Borislaw. You've seen this thing.
What would God do?
Set it on fire.
Yes.
Well, he's just...
Send a flood.
Do I believe it when it says it's a god?
You're mad. I think you do.
I'm just turning to you guys and I'm just kind of going, this is God. Pray with me, brothers, sisters. You will know joy. I'm going to kneel down in front of it, facing these guys, with my arms out.
Simon.
Silence. Silence.
Well, it's a very nice of an invitation for you, but no, we really must be going. And he's.
Doctor.
Oh Lord, I wish you'd stop doing that. And he's still trying to grab his wife, and
No, I think we're both trying to just grab each other
yeah.
and drag each other out
trying,
of the
trying
way.
to make an exit.
The door slams shut behind you as a meaty
Oh.
tentacle slams the door.
Of course it does.
Beatrice.
I'm just trying to think. Okay, she's an engineer. Is there anything in here that is man-made, metallic, anything at all that she thinks she could jury-rig into a weapon or...
The shelves.
Unfortunately,
That's
can't get
outside.
to the crane now.
The shelves are pretty sturdy, metal shelves. You think that you could either fashion them or climb them if you needed to as well. The shelves have not been absorbed. Obviously, there's flesh lapping around the floor, but it seems to have been avoiding that at the moment as well.
Right. To the shelves, my dear.
Very, very well, dear. Right, up we go, and he'll get a handkerchief out and clean them a little.
No, just get up there.
Oh, okay, all right, all
As you
right.
climb up the shelves, you feel the breeze from the hole whistling past your head.
Oh, this might work. Come on, after you, gal.
Lady Honoria, you're currently shooting at God.
No, he's not God. He's just a man to me. I think seeing that the bullet just absorbs, Lady Nora will look for something long, potentially, maybe a broom, but preferably even longer than that.
I'm holding one.
I grab it off you,
I give it to you.
and I'm going to try and kind of shove it in the mass and just try and prise the eye out.
It's quite high up there, so you're going to need to get quite close. Can I have a dodge roll to
Yes,
see... Oh, no, dexterity roll, sorry, to see how accurate you are on this.
that's a bit better. Oh, no. It's not quite a fumble, but 96 over 55.
You accidentally brush your hand against it, and as it does, you feel your flesh start to merge with this abomination, and you pull your hand back out, but the skin on the back of your hand has been ripped and is raw and is bleeding, and you take 1d2 damage.
Would you like a DT?
I'm good, thank you.
Never
Not
mess.
D4. Just the one. I cannot fail. I cannot fail. I cannot.
Jayson Baxter.
So you'll need to help me here because I'm not entirely sure what your average fire extinguisher was like in the 1920s. Had they gotten the hang of compressed CO2 by that point in time?
I think it was more liquid.
It's
at
more
that
I think
point,
it's
yeah.
mostly
Is it
water.
mostly
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
gonna
it's-
be
it's
But
not-
it is going to be fairly high
high
pressure.
pressure water? Excellent. That's perfect. What you're going to do is you're going to step forward. You're going to pull it out. You're going to pull the pin out, aim it directly at the priest, and just pull it, knocking the priest hopefully back into the flesh. He has a plan.
Okay.
Give it more,
Is he going to? Is he going to see?
God!
Borislaw, are you allowing this
Um,
baptism for your new god?
think so. I mean, I was prepared to step in front of the gun. So I think in this instance, he's not.
Cool. Can I tell you what I do next?
Yes.
You're going
As he
to.
falls down onto this mass, he then is going to jump onto Borislaw and then jump using Borislaw as like a springboard to get through and past all this stuff. He's going to jump at the eye and he's going to try and slam it with the.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, Borislaw, you are now completely surrounded by this flesh. You need to
Pop
take
Cthulhu, pop
3d6
Cthulhu,
damage per round that you're in contact.
Oh, owies.
That'll be 5, 7, 8. Right, I've got to. Yeah, sorry.
Is that a major wound?
I'm guessing
dead.
that.
Borislaw dissolves as you springboard on him.
Yes.
No, you're not dead.
Wait.
You're part of the abomination now.
I am now God. I am God.
Borislaw, we shall come back to your slamming with the fire extinguisher very shortly. Can we just have Borislav's last moments, please?
I think it's bliss. It's calm in the insanity. It's almost like there's just an immense, overwhelming gratitude to Johnny Logmar for helping him become one with God.
And with that smile on your face.
Tooth in his hand.
Dunked at another one. He's missing a front row completely.
And the last thing you see is the hand dissolve in, the tooth bubble and break up. But you've used him as a springboard and you're
Exactly.
going to hit him. I'd like a strength roll, please.
Can I spend 3 points of luck to make my 63 a success?
You can indeed.
Excellent. I don't have much left.
You slam into the eye. The eye shifts dramatically downward.
No.
It's not out yet, but rather than being now in the center of Sydney's forehead, his head splits open downwards into the flesh, and the eye drops down to about chest height there in front of you. Harland, Baxter, I would like a dexterity roll to make sure that you are out of the way of the flesh, otherwise you may also be in trouble.
That's a fail. Can I push this roll?
You can. How are you pushing it? With your book with a bonus die. How are you using...
I'm going to throw the book down, and I'm going to step on the book to get out.
Okay, push that, yeah.
So I've a bonus down push.
A bonus down the push.
It's a success. It is a hard success. Yes, it's a hard success.
You springboard off your book, the paper and the pulp of your debut novel, the first thing you ever published, the first thing you ever succeeded as, dissolves away. But you are safe, and the eye is now chest height. The abomination screams at you, and flesh tentacles lash outwards as well, and whips forwards at two of you standing nearest. Who are nearest at the moment?
Definitely.
Rolling me.
That's okay. You both... One of Honoria, it misses you by a hair's breadth. Harland, Baxter, it hits you square in the chest. Please take 1d6 plus 2 damage.
So it's a major wound. I am on 0 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, dear God.
Not yet.
Can you have a constitution roll for me, please, to see whether you're still awake?
Yes.
You are knocked backwards, probably banging your head into one of the metal things. You're dazed, you're confused, you're weak, but you are still awake and alive. Borislaw, you are dissolved. Beatrice and Simon, you're currently on the...
Climbing.
Climbing.
Are you climbing out of the hole?
We're
Yes.
climbing out of the hole,
That's
and
fine.
I think we're going to try and find a large amount of coal to throw down the hole.
Oh, yes.
And anything else we can find that might be explosive and or burning.
The bowl,
Yes.
you know exactly where you can get some of that. But the abomination is a bit too busy. Lady Honoria, you are face to face with this abomination. Who are you face to face with?
Yeah, this is not working, and that imbecile buried the eye even deeper down.
Oh no, it's actually still at the front.
I'm still.
It's actually, if anything, it's easy for you to get hold of.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Middle, was that right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
further
about
down?
it's now about chest. Rather than being above your head, it's now about your chest height.
Okay, in that case, I think now's my chance. Yeah, I will rush with both hands towards and just try and pull it out as much as I can.
Okay, I would like you to roll me an opposed fighting brawl on this.
I don't know. Her brawl is a bit rubbish. Oh my god! But I still somehow succeeded. 22 under 25.
You succeed in grabbing hold of the eye and you pull it forwards. You're going to need to roll me 3d6.
Oh,
That's a lot of
boy.
D6.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
That's 2, 3.
3 ones.
Your hands are ripped raw, fingers detach as they are absorbed, but you have the eye in your blooded stumps and you pull it forwards. And as it is removed from this mass of flesh, you hear a piercing scream as the soul of Julius Vanderhoff is reabsorbed back into the eye, and the flesh sloughs off into an oily black substance flooding the room.
May you know joy.
Oh.
Your stumps are bloody. Your sleeves, your long sleeves, are torn. But you have the eye in your
Wow, I actually
hands.
succeeded.
You have the eye in your
Oh.
hands.
Okay, I'm getting out of here somehow. Are the stairs still?
The flesh is now dissolved, so there is.
Okay.
Should we just take the stairs, dear?
You're already out.
All right, hurrah.
Presumably we're still in like turn order, so I'm happy to do that next turn. But yes, Lady Nora is legging it for the stairs with the eye.
J. Harland Baxter.
If I fail this corner, I die.
What's that?
There is one thing that Baxter has always wondered. One thing that he's always spent a lot of time writing, and one thing he hasn't experienced as a writer. And that
It's being dissolved by flesh.
is how to die. And his last thoughts are really quite simple, which is, I want to know what happens next.
Baxter, your journey is over. Simon, Beatrice, you're rushing towards the train, I believe. But silence falls behind. You hear that piercing scream and then silence behind you.
Do you think it's over?
Is there any more lightning?
There still seems to be, everything still seems to be very steady. The stars still hang in the wrong place. There definitely seems to be no movement. And the clock on the station still reads 10:13.
That clock needs to be ticking.
It does.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Where's our academic bloke? He know how to fix this.
I think they're all dead, dear.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he got absorbed. Glad someone's paying attention. Well,
I mean, you have had quite a difficult evening of it,
my leg does hurt a little. You're right.
Lady Honoria bursts out of the station. Mrs. Worthington, what are you doing as well?
Well, she's still got the cat under her arms. So she's going to go back up the stairs and just as she sees the people getting on the train, she's like, hold on. Mr. Slippers is here, kind of thing. We have to save Mr. Slippers. And gets on the train with him.
Lady Honoria, what are you doing?
So presumably I see the same when I come out onto the platform, that the stars are still askew and all that. So she's suddenly reminded the barrier. They mentioned this barrier. We need to smash through it. So she runs for the
All
train,
aboard.
but goes towards the locomotive in order to potentially drive it out herself.
My wife's an engineer.
Well, then she's going to help me
Yes, of course, Lady Honoria. What do you need?
to get this thing through the barrier.
Can I please have either a drive train or an operate heavy machinery roll?
Drive
What about
train.
theroequinology?
Does
my
the-
life. I have never actually had a character with op heavy machinery that got
Yes.
to use
Drive
it.
train.
Drive train.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Hopefully time will soon be flying by.
Eh.
As the driver of a train.
Should be one.
Simon is shoveling coal
poodles.
in.
Push the
Right, okay,
roll.
no, I haven't spent any luck yet.
Spend it
I am
all.
quite prepared. Spending all of it. That was 74 over 60. So I need to spend 14 points of luck to get a regular success. Is that enough, dear keeper?
A regular success is enough to drive a train because it's just like operating any other heavy machinery. It's all to do with valves. It's all to do with letting the right amount of pressure into the boiler, releasing the handle and letting it go forwards. As an engineer, it's a skill you've got a lot of evidence in. You've probably used steam diggers, excavators. It's very similar. It's a steam engine. And you feel the train as you drive forwards, but something's not right. Something is not right.
Oh dear.
Straight ahead of you, you can see that the trees around in the near distance are greying and decaying and disintegrating, and you see this rot is spreading forwards.
Brakes.
You're braking forwards as
Brakes.
well. This is where I need another operate heavy machinery to see whether you can. Oh no, a luck roll to see whether you can
Oh.
stop it in time.
Oh, and I've only got 41 luck left now. Why can't you spend luck on a luck roll? Knickers.
That's okay. Can you please give me? So the train is going to crash. The train is already speeding up and it's going to crash into this invisible barrier.
But I
That's
am
the
I am in
idea.
first class, so really, I shouldn't experience the same effects as everyone else.
You get
Nice
the
try.
deluxe explosion package. The train is going to crash. The crashing train is going to cause a lot of damage. I would like everybody on the train, on the footplate, I'm going to need a dexterity roll or a dodge roll to see whether you can throw yourself out of the train in time. Lady Mrs. Worthington, I just need a luck roll from you because you're further back.
Oh, because she's in first class.
And I passed that because I'm in first class, very comfy, really cushioned
Oh,
seat.
that is. Oh, sorry. I got very excited there. I can
Dex or
spend
dodge?
2 luck points to make that an extreme success.
An extreme success would do you very nicely.
I have an
Yes,
extreme dex roll.
Hold on, maths. Because I still have all my luck left, so why not? I'm gonna just spend enough to make it an extreme, which I believe is about 15.
Point of order. Can you spend luck on a luck roll?
No, you can't spell enough on a luck roll.
Oh,
You-
but-
but
but
you're
I
rolling.
thought- I
You're
thought it was
rolling dodge and dexterity.
Yeah, Dex.
You're
Your
because they're on the footplate. They need to jump out the way.
Oh, I see.
Because you're on
but
the,
I'm in
the
the
carriage.
cushioned,
It's-
lovely
are you-
carriage. Then yes,
Are you? Because you're obviously further back.
I'm not trying to kill other players. I'm
The
just wondering.
train slams into the barrier. The boiler explodes in a fireball. Rivets spring forwards, hitting the air. The hot water and the steam scalds outwards. Everybody who has thrown themselves out of the train, please take 2d4 damage for
Oh,
being
it's not
within the
too
blast
bad.
zone. Mrs. Daly, Mrs.
Yeah.
Worthington,
I'm still there. aren't
please
I?
take 1d4 for being buffeted as the train,
Okay.
Oh,
as the
I thought
carriage.
I was going to be
I'm
worse. I thought it was
fine.
like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, that's
oh
4.
dear.
Not even a
That's
major
a floor
wound.
die.
1,
Do you want to grab it?
2,
I
3,
don't know where it
4.
went.
What is major wound territory? That.
It's when you lose half your hit
Half or
hit
more.
points in a single
Oh,
round.
no, I can
Oh, I'm okay then.
Floor dice don't count.
Mm, they
Unless
do
they're good.
not.
That's good. Oh, you little peasant. Okay, that's 7 points of damage. I'm not very well. That was definitely a major wound. Dead? I'm just not very well.
That's all right.
The
I'm
train
here, love.
explodes. A bolt of lightning shoots upwards and shatters across. You lie there, dazed in the debris. You hear on the breeze the clock of the station chime the 1/4 past.
Yes.
Mrs. Worthington,
I was on the train.
how has this affected you? What is your epilogue?
Well, I was on the train when it exploded, right?
The end locomotive exploded.
Oh, okay.
The carriage has been thrown sideways, off the track, derailed.
Right.
You're
Well, she's more than shaken. And the only thing that she can do to sort of try and bring some sort of focus to her life is to bring meaning to the life of Mr. Slippers. Is to take him home and take care of him, and she obsesses about that cat now. She's like, I've got to give this cat the best life, and she's feeding him all kinds of terrible things, like well, just all kinds of raw meat from the butchers, like treating him like a king. That's her life now. Is Mr. Slippers.
Mr. Slippers is your cat.
Hmm.
He purrs. He has his best feline life, and you recover together. Simon and Beatrice, what a honeymoon!
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's only went with a bang.
Yes. After tending to his wife's wounds, I'm sure Sam will go, I think, dear, we need to buy a motor car. I don't think train travel's for me, really.
No,
What
no,
do you
no.
say?
I would have to agree. Yes.
Yes.
Can we go home now, please?
I think we're going to go home now. and we sort of like just toddle off out at the station holding hands, just walking into the darkness.
Lady Honoria.
Ka-ching!
Indeed. So, Bowish took 4 points of damage from the rolling, so I'll say that she's kind of a bit more scraped up, perhaps.
I
not-
think your long sleeves of your dress have now torn off completely.
Oh, absolutely. But she picks herself up, having never let go of the eye, and the moonlight very much shows off the tattoo on her left wrist. But that to her is such an important symbol to her now. She wasn't quite sure when she first got it, but now she knows the truth behind the power that she could wield with this if she plays it right with the Brotherhood. But she must go back to them now and tell them everything, because they will be most pleased with her.
The Scions of the Thousand Divines are indeed very pleased with Lady Honoria's work. The consciousness of Brother Vanderhoff has been preserved within the eye, and they put it to good use. But what good use, we'll find out another time. And that was Lost and Found.
Fantastic.
Jayson, would you care to show everybody your left wrist, please?
I am livid. I'm livid. That's brilliant. That's so good.
Hold up for the camera.
That's so good. Has that been there the whole time?
Yes.
See, that's nothing there. We were just going like sleepy brain was going,
Oh, man.
got a new tattoo.
Spoiler alert, Jayson was actually the editor on the scenario.
Oh.
Jayson,
there
I
we
wanted
go.
Jayson to play, and I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
Lady Honoria is an NPC, but we turned her into a free gent boy as well.
Very
He
nice.
didn't even check. I checked his wrists. I should check
I
your
know.
wrists.
I'm like, please
oh
don't
my
check
God.
everyone's
I don't remember Lady Honoria being one of the options, like as the character that you could choose from. Was she?
No, she wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
Because I sent you all the pre-gens, and I thought,
Oh,
I'm going to invite
right.
Jayson to play. So,
That's good. Like little, yeah, brilliant.
so do we want to do a quick round table and tell me how good I am? Or,
yes,
or tell me
absolutely,
the other way?
100%. 100%.
So, we're now going to move on to the players, and we'll hear what people enjoyed about this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be a bit biased because I helped to edit it. It's a great scenario. I really love. I mean, oh god, I wasn't expecting this. Sorry, so I don't know where to start with it. But obviously, I love playing Honoria. She's a great secondary antagonist. The fact that there's kind of two different ideologies kind of at war with each other while the poor defenseless investigators are just trying to survive because of what the eye can do. There's a lot of nice intrigue in there, and of course a very explosive ending, which is always great for a scenario of this magnitude. So yeah.
I loved your personal touch, Stu, with the little props that everyone got. The idea that we would use them as and I didn't get the chance to do it myself, but seeing other people do it, it was a lovely idea that you had a personal possession which you could sacrifice. In turn, there could be a sanity loss for sacrificing that. I think it was a nice little addition. We're always looking for new, nice, cool things that add to the experience for the players. And I think that even experiencing it, seeing somebody else do it, was a really lovely thing to do.
Well, it was 3 things for me. I mean, first one is the handouts, because you got all out on your handouts, and they are fantastic. And actually seeing them in the flesh for the first time.
Yeah, flesh.
Even like these little booklets. This little booklet contains about like 10 different handouts. It's brilliant. It's an absolute treasure trove for an investigator to go and have a look through and actually pick apart. So that's always fantastic. The addition of the Mad Monk characters, remember we talked when you were writing it, and I was like, oh, have you seen Horror Express? Horror Express is amazing. And you're like, oh, I've got to put that character in there. And the fact that the character's in there, but also he just did it the best justice you could ever have
100%.
with that Mad Monk character was absolutely fantastic. And my third thing is just the phrase slime slick meat.
Yes.
I think is the best phrase. Slime slick meat is great. So yeah, well done. Thank you.
Yeah, I like things that are quite well made, and I think what you've done here with moving them between effectively just 2 locations, but both with having a lot to explore, is a really good way to make a short scenario. So the thing that I would pull out, I mean, obviously, handouts, regens, all great, they've all done that, but just this very simple thing of having 2 locations they can move between to explore, and things happening in the other one,
Yeah.
is a really simple way to make a short sandbox. So I really like that about it.
Limiting locations for this sort of thing is really, really good because, as you say, it means you've got stuff that can happen off camera, but people don't feel like they're being excluded from the action. That was just a huge amount of fun. Thank you so much for asking me to be part of it. Lovely to actually get to meet people in the flesh. That's one of the things I've really enjoyed about this.
The meat flesh.
The slick meat flesh, yes. And like you said, it's always wonderful when these things go with a bang. I mean, it's not really Call of Cthulhu unless you've got things exploding and people dying. But, you know, they were excellent character loss of control, excellent character deaths, and it's an excellent story. And that's really the whole point we do this, isn't it? It's getting a good story, and, you know, it doesn't matter if the characters lose it, and it doesn't matter if the characters die, as long as they do it gloriously. And I think we definitely got a lot of glorious things going on there. And I mean, obviously our characters didn't want to experience joy, but I think we all experienced joy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was just where's this going? Where's this going? It really is piecing it together. And then all the handouts were just like, oh, okay, right. So that's that. It's nice when, as a player, you put together the clues. I mean, yeah, you might be being led, but you just feel clever as a player to say, oh, that's that and that's that. To land the clues is just great. When there's so many clues that all come up, you know, right down to the, brass rubbing of the head splitting open. That was just really good fun.
I'll just add as well, I mean, it is a hard balance with your clues to make them sort of not too easy and not too hard. And there was a good thing in there with the initials. Like if you didn't scan that initial newspaper article enough, you probably wouldn't get later on. So it was just that really nice fine balance of how you actually dished out the clues and the information given.
And they get more clear as you go through the adventure, which is just a really good way to do it.
Yeah.
So that partly came from when I was running Dragon of Wantley for some friends, and they picked up one of the newspaper clues that I made, and they were like, "Oh, okay, I've read this. Oh, hello, there's something here about talking about dangerous driving. Well, we've already met a taxi driver. Is it the same bus?" Yeah, it's not. No, it's just completely unrelated. But what if we gave you a handout where every single article or most of the articles had some
Yeah,
relevance.
something
So
in there.
stick the obituary in. It's put two obituaries, one that's not relevant, one that is.
Yeah.
But it starts sowing the seeds. You've got those letters there. as well.
Exactly.
I think everybody did an absolutely fantastic job with that. The character interactions were phenomenal. Everybody lent into their character well. I mean, there was no time where you didn't know what you were doing with your character. I really like the way that you all helped Mr. Slippers survive, to the extent
Yeah.
where, as suggested rewards, I have put for containing the Eye of Alantan, plus 1d6 sanity points. You didn't contain it. It might still attack you. For destroying the abomination, plus 1d6 sanity points, minus 1 point for every investigator absorbed. For allowing Lady Honoria to escape with the Eye of Alantan, minus 1d4 sanity points. For escaping with the Eye of Alantan still active, minus 1d10 sanity points. If Mr. Slippers survives the scenario, plus 1d4 sanity points.
Yay.
Mr.
There
Slippers
we go.
survived.
All
But
right.
no, thank you so much for playing. It's wonderful to run for you in real life as well. And I hope you all enjoyed listening/watching. Until the curtain rises again. The management asks that you do not take any slime slick meat with you.
If you have enjoyed this episode, then please leave a review wherever you watched or listened to this production. And if you'd like to support us further, please take a look at our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/Miskatonic Playhouse. Or check out our website at www.miskatonicplayhouse.com and find us on the social media platforms with links found in the show notes. Until next time, when the curtain rises again.